Hi everyone. So I decided to speak within self-forgiveness only for right now. We'll see how this goes. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to suppress and hide my expression within this fear of being deceived by other people and being manipulated by other people, where I feel like if I hide my real expression, I'm hiding my real self, and so I won't have to be exposed to the manipulation, deception, and I believe I would be protected from that, and that I won't have to express how I really feel about being deceived. I forgive myself for accepting allowing myself to, when I am lied to, deceived, or tricked, or I'm spoken to with insincerity, that I react with great sadness, with a deep sadness, with a real depression, like a real darkness within me, like a dark hole that's like permeates within me, like a dark hand reaching inside me. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to feel like in such a world where people lie to me, manipulate me, trick me, that there's nothing for me here in this world. It's just empty and nothing. I forgive myself for accepting, allowing myself to have this reaction thought, this back chat, that I don't know what to do, and it's like this crying, screaming voice, like I don't know what to do. When I am faced with that insincerity, that being tricked, being lied to, being deceived, I forgive myself for accepting, allowing myself to hate myself for and to feel guilty and bad for me not expressing who I am, for me hiding my expression, where I want to protect myself from everything bad or evil, so I suppress and hide my expression. I realize that throughout my whole life that I've been hiding my expression, not expressing the real me, which itself is a deception and a lie to other people, because then what I express is not the real me. It's a deception, it's a lie, it's a trick. I realize that what I have been reacting to when people lie to me, deceive me, is equally a lie and deception within myself, which is my expression, where my expression is never really me, where it's always an expression that anticipates people lying to me, deceiving me. So in a way, wanting to protect myself from that, which of course doesn't make sense. Forgive myself for accepting, allowing myself to when someone lies and deceives me or tricks me, to instead not had stood stable, not had stood just normal, in continuing within my expression, where I continue to express me, who I am, my real sincerity, and that I'm not determined in any way whatsoever when someone lies to me or when someone deceives me, that I still determine who I am. I do not react to that. I do not enter into a deep sadness or anger or regrets or anything like that. When and as I see myself being in a situation where someone is lying to me, deceiving me, or is being insincere with me, or not being real with me, I realize that me responding with also me not being real in turn is not the answer. That is like playing the game of revenge, of trying to do justice, of trying to make the other person face what I'm facing, which really is a service to myself, because if someone deceives me, lies to me, and I respond by equally deceiving, lying to them, by being ingenuine with my expression, being insincere with my expression, ingenuine and insincere, that's really a disservice to myself and the other person, because the other person would actually benefit from me being real, from me being sincere, me being myself in that moment with them. Because that just supports them to step out of what they're doing. I realize that for myself, me being real is a great service to myself. That me being my expression, being sincere, being real, that this is great and wonderful for me. I enjoy it, and for me to not give myself that, not gift myself that, simply because some sort of reaction to a person lying to me, deceiving me, being sincere, is just not acceptable. It's not the way I want to live. It's not a standard of living for me. I realize that I have been deceiving myself and others through constantly holding an expression that is fake, because I'm afraid of the deceptions and fakeness of the world. I anticipate and expect to be approached with fakeness, that I always have to have a mask on, a guard on, that I always have to be not real. I realize that I'm responsible for having done this. I'm responsible for making the choice to be insincere, to be ingenuine as a response to other people's insincerity and ingenuity and lying or deception. I have chosen to, in kind, do the same to others. I realize that my being real, my being genuine, is my greatest gift to the world. That can change things greatly. It can move mountains. That it can be a spark within people. That it can change many things in this world. It can be a force that stands infinitely so. And that for me to give that up simply because someone lied to me, deceived me a few times in my life, and for me to always be on guard and fear of someone doing it again to me, doesn't make sense. That I do not live in this world where I am being, let's say, constantly attacked. That yes, there are moments of deception, but that doesn't have to determine who I am. I realize that I determine who I am, and even the sadness I experience, even the depression I experience and darkness I experience within being deceived, is itself a deception to others. Is itself a deception. Is itself a lie. That is a way I create also a fake face, and also similarly I create a manipulation of other people. And that is not the real me. That is not my real expression. That sadness, that darkness, that depression, that's a suppression. I realize that. And so I realize that I have copied this from my past, from my history, from my interactions with people, where when I see someone being lied to or deceived to, they would respond within sadness and crying and blame the other person. And so I took that program on, and consider it to be part of justice, consider it part of being right, and part of being what's fair. And not realizing that that person, by already reacting, already lost the battle within themselves, the real battle, the real stand, which is to continue to be who you are, your expression, being real, not letting others influence that and determine that. That you are really the true director of your life. So that's what I realize. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.